Hey, what's going on, everyone? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Friday. We got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And yeah, also check out, if you guys want to become a member, go ahead and become a member. I'd love to have you guys be a part of the team. Check out Bro Throw as well. Got a private betting group on the site. Got a lot of people already joining there for free. Love to have you guys be up on Bro Throw. Gonna be posting up some plays on there this weekend for sure. So go ahead and check that out. And yeah, we'll hop in it. 15 matchups, pretty big slate today. Starting with the San Francisco Giants versus the Chicago Cubs. Giants opening up as road favorites at -160. The Cubs +135 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Giants is Carlos Rodon with an ERA of 2.92. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 10 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cubs is Drew Smyly with an ERA of 3.84. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 3 strikeouts. We have the Giants on a 4-game losing streak, losing their last 2 matchups against Milwaukee. We got the Cubs on a 2-game losing streak, losing back-to-back games against Cincinnati. Smyly coming off a 7-run game, not the greatest on the mound. We got Rodon coming off a 0-run game. Both teams definitely been struggling here. This is a tough one, to be honest. 2 teams struggling. I look at this, man. I kind of like the Cubs +1.5 at home. Both teams coming into this struggling a little bit. Giants have definitely been struggling. I'm just not comfortable taking a big favorite in this matchup with 2 teams struggling here. I'll take a shot with Cubs +1.5 at home. All right, next matchup, we have the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Cardinals opening up as road favorites at -200. The Pirates +170 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 3.32. His last start, he pitched 8 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Pirates is Roansy Contreras with an ERA of 3.41. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. We got the Cardinals losing 11-6 to Nationals yesterday. You hate to see it. Pitt on a 2-game losing streak, losing 10-0 against the Mets yesterday. Not the best performance from the Pirates yesterday. St. Louis 14-2 on the road against Pitt, where they've been very solid. And I love the Cardinals off the bounce back here. Taking Cardinals on the road. Next matchup, we have the Boston Red Sox versus the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore opening up as home favorites at -130. Boston +120 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Red Sox is Brayan Bello with an ERA of 5.91. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Orioles is Austin Voth with an ERA of 4.41. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Boston on a 3-game losing streak here. Baltimore 1-4 in their last 5. Not playing the greatest baseball here in the last week. Had a tough stretch against the Blue Jays, but Boston 1-6 on the road, where they have struggled a bit here. I'm gonna lean with the Orioles at home in this one. Next matchup, we have the Toronto Blue Jays versus the Texas Rangers. Toronto opening up as road favorites at -160. The Rangers +135 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Ross Stripling with an ERA of 3.03. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 4.37. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Toronto beating Baltimore 4-1 yesterday or 2 days ago. Rangers 1-9 in their last 10. You know, they got that lucky one against Houston 2 games ago, but just not sold on the Rangers. They've been playing horrible here, and I'm going to take the Blue Jays on the road. Next matchup, we have the Cincinnati Reds versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as road favorites at -140. The Reds +120 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Brewers is Jason Alexander with an ERA of 5.03. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Pitching for the Reds is Nick Lodolo with an ERA of 3.95. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 9 strikeouts. Cincinnati on a little 2-game winning streak right now. Brewers also on a 2-game winning streak. Alexander not the best on the mound for the Brewers here. I'm gonna take a shot with the Reds +1.5 on the road. Reds on a little 2-game winning streak here. You know, Milwaukee not big favorites, which leads me to believe a lot of people are probably going to be on the Reds today. So we'll take a shot with the Reds +1.5. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Guardians versus the Minnesota Twins. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Guardians is Cal Quantrill with an ERA of 3.55. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Twins is Dylan Bundy with an ERA of 4.34. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Then we got Cleveland, just 3-7 in their last 10, coming off a Royals loss. Twins coming off a 4-3 win yesterday against the Yankees. Cleveland 7-13 on the road against Minnesota in this one. Tough matchup. We got a pick'em scenario. In this pick'em scenario, I think I'm gonna take the Twins at home. And just not in love with a lot of weird matchups today, close ones and tight ones. So we'll take Twins at home in this one. Next matchup, we have the Detroit Tigers versus the Kansas City Royals. Royals opening up as home favorites at -135. The Tigers +115 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for Detroit is Joey Wentz with an ERA of 8.10. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Royals is Daniel Lynch with an ERA of 4.82. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. We got Detroit coming off an Angels win 5-4 in their last meeting. Kansas City coming off a 2-1 Cleveland win. These teams did play a series, earlier this week. Kansas City winning 2 out of those 3 matchups. Don't like Wentz on the mound for Detroit. He's been pretty bad, to be honest. And I'm gonna roll with the Royals at home against the struggling Detroit team. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Angels versus the Houston Astros. Astros opening up as home favorites at -220. The Angels +190 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Astros is Lance McCullers Jr. with an ERA of 2.08. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Angels is Michael Lorenzen with an ERA of 4.94. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Dodgers losing to Detroit yesterday 4-5, or in their last game. Definitely disappointing for the Angels. Houston winning 4-3 against the Rangers in their last meeting. These teams did just play a little series, and Houston winning 2 out of those 3 matchups. And I love McCullers on the mound here. And Lorenzen's given up 16 runs in his last 3 starts. Not in love with that here, so we'll take a shot with the Astros at home. Next matchup, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Colorado Rockies. Rockies opening up as home favorites at -115. Arizona -105 with the over-under at 11. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Davies with an ERA of 3.74. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rockies is German Marquez with an ERA of 4.86. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Arizona on a 2-game losing streak right now. Back-to-back losses against the Padres. Colorado on a 2-game winning streak against Milwaukee. Close matchup here. Davies has actually been pretty good on the mound here. Yeah, looking at this, I'm liking Arizona as the underdog here on the road. I'll take a shot with the D-backs plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Atlanta Braves versus Seattle Mariners. Braves opening up as road favorites at -120. Seattle plus 100 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Braves is Charlie Morton with an ERA of 4.01. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mariners is Robbie Ray with an ERA of 3.45. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Yeah, Atlanta on a 7-game winning streak right now. They are playing great baseball. Seattle coming off that White Sox loss, but nonetheless, they're 8-2 in their last 10. They're playing very good. Robbie Ray coming off 2 really good starts on the mound here. And, yeah, I know Braves are on a big win streak here, but man, I just see some good opportunity with Seattle at home, getting good plus 100 at home, even plus 1.5. So, yeah, I'm going to lean with the Mariners plus 1.5 at home in a tight one. Next matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox versus the Oakland Athletics. White Sox opening up as road favorites at -160. Oakland plus 135 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the White Sox is Lucas Giolito with an ERA of 5.21. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for Oakland is James Kaprielian with an ERA of 4.79. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. White Sox on a 2-game winning streak, beating Oakland 14-2 yesterday. Oakland on a 3-game losing streak, not playing very well. The over is probably a better play with both pitchers allowing a decent amount of runs here. But not in love with how Oakland performed yesterday, so I'm going to take the White Sox on the road. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Dodgers versus San Diego Padres. Dodgers opening up as road favorites at -165. Padres plus 140 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Dodgers is Dustin May with an ERA of 4.50. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Padres is Mike Clevinger with an ERA of 3.96. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. We got the Dodgers on a 2-game winning streak against the Giants right now. Padres coming off a 2-game winning streak as well against the D-backs. Clevenger's given up 9 runs in his last 3 starts. Dustin May's given up 8. Tough matchup here, man. It really is. Both teams coming in on a 2-game winning streak. But we know Dodgers 17-3 against the Padres, where they've been dominant. 5-1 on the road against the Padres. Gonna have to take the Dodgers on the road here. Padres, just another team, man. Just can't trust them. They've been dominated against the Dodgers, so I'm gonna lean with LA on the road in this one. All right, next matchup, we have the New York Mets versus the Miami Marlins. These last 3 matchup guys, I can't find any lines on them, so there's no lines on these at all, just some pitching info. But pitching for the Mets is David Peterson with an ERA of 3.32. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Marlins is Edward Cabrera with an ERA of 2.39. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Mets coming off back-to-back Pittsburgh wins. Miami coming off a 6-5 win against Philly yesterday. Finally getting a win. I mean, on a horrible losing streak. And they finally got some runs too, which hasn't happened in multiple weeks. I know Mets are going to be big favorites here, and they should be. 5-1 on the road against Miami. I do like Peterson on the mound here. I'm taking the Mets on the road in this one. Next matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Rays versus the New York Yankees. And like I said, there is no opening line on this, guys, so be sure to check those out when they do come out. Pitching for the Rays is Drew Rasmussen with an ERA of 2.70. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Yankees is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 3.79. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Tampa on a 3-game winning streak, all against Boston. Yankees 4-1 in their last 5, coming off a Minnesota loss yesterday. Yeah, without the line, I just don't know what it's going to be here. I'm liking Rasmussen on the mound for Tampa. We'll just see. This will just be a question mark. If Tampa's the underdog here on the road, I feel like I'm going to lean with Tampa. Playing well, 8-2 in their last 10, playing good baseball. So if Tampa is the underdog, I'll take them plus 1.5, but we'll wait and see when the line comes out. And then the last matchup, we have the Washington Nationals versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin with an ERA of 6.28. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Phillies is Noah Syndergaard with an ERA of 4.07. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Nationals beating the Phillies yesterday 11-6. I'm sorry, beating St. Louis 11-6 yesterday. Phillies coming off that 6-5 loss against Miami. Yeah, we all know the deal, guys. Patrick Corbin on the mound, giving up, his last 2 games, he's only given up 2 runs. Better performances from Corbin, but all around, he's still been pretty bad and very unreliable. And yeah, I'm taking the Phillies at home, coming off the loss yesterday, and I'm taking the Phillies. But Nationals plus 1.5. It's been plus money like all week. I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like that's been a good play as well. So I don't hate that at all. And yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.